It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast.
What's up, everybody? I'm not supposed to be by myself, but I'm still waiting on my co-host. You know him as the Madman. But while we're waiting, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about a certain something. Our sponsor, Manscaped. I don't know if you guys know them that well, because you should. They are truly amazing. They make the best razors. So we are back again. They are sponsoring us still. We love them. We are true fans. And, Casey, you joined.
Hi. I made it, buddy. Yeah.
A little late, but better late than never.
Well, I was busy scaping up the old man that is me.
That is true, my friend. So support for the Scene Snobs is brought to you by Manscaped, who's is the best in men's below the waist grooming. But I will tell you this. I also have their weed whacker for my nose and my ears. I also have a lawnmower for my face. It takes care of everything. The edging is perfect.
I'm a fan of it. Manages to take down my my chest hairs really well too.
Yeah, mine are growing back in. I need to actually get back in there and cut them down. But
yeah, all 7 of them. The nipple hair, it's a weird little secret garden thing going on. But Manscaped knocks them right out.
I truly love it. But so Father's Day is coming up, everybody. So make sure you go pick up either the lawnmower. They have 4.0 available right now, which my wife actually got her own 4.0 for her shaving needs. We all have them now. We are a family of Manscaped. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. And we have an exclusive offer for all of our listeners. 20% off and free shipping with this promo code SNOBS, SNOBS, at manscaped.com. So go check them out. Go pick up yours. Go buy your dad or your brother or whoever has kids for Father's Day the gift that keeps on giving, and that is the Manscaped.
Because even your dad wants to shave up those old gray pubes.
It's taking care of your mom at this point.
Actually, yeah.
So go for it. But we are here, everybody. We are the Scene Snobs. We're going to change here a little bit. We are the Scene Snobs podcast. I'm your host, Mick Manhattan, and I am joined, as always, by my partner in crime, my co-pilot on this magic carpet ride, Mr. Casey Plott, the Madman.
Why, thank you, sir. It's a pleasure, as always, my wonderful, delightful friend. It's glorious to be here. Once again, still playing the wonderful game of Where's My Stuff, which is always great, hence the kind of quiet background going on here. But I did bring the Spitterman out. Alan J. Spitterman, one of my favorites. So it's great to see everybody. So excited. How's everybody been?
Well, since it's just me, I'm going to say great. Not really, but we're working on it. You know that. I am working on it. So just to fill everybody in, because that's what we do on this show. Remember, everybody, I was telling you I had a kidney stone, and that's the pain I've been dealing with for months and months, almost a year now.
Which I actually was convinced he was totally lying. I constantly would go up and punch him in the back all the time. It was like, whatever, get over it.
You and everybody else, literally. Like, I couldn't deal with it during 2020 because the hospitals were all like, can't come in. We were in quarantine.
I think you could just say COVID. I'm pretty sure everyone gets it. It was pretty recent.
It was, yes. Everybody knows what COVID is, and that's what we were dealing with. But I will tell you this. I finally got the CT scan today. So they thought it might be 3 kidney stones due to an ultrasound. It was not 3 kidney stones. It is what's called a staghorn kidney stone. So basically, in my kidney is a solid rock that looks like a cauliflower flowerette, which is like this big or so, just in my kidney. You cannot pass this. It does not break up. They have to go in and get it out. So I'm dealing with that right now.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it sounds like a mythical creature. So when you told me it was the staghorn, I was like, is this some fucking Dungeons and Dragons shit? Like, have you been assaulted by the staghorn that grows inside of you and eventually like bursts out and it's like a giant white heart with this crazy rack on its head? all nutty antlers, ready to just destroy, maybe zombified. I don't know, man. Place went a lot of places. And also, it made me realize that I probably should have kept punching you more in the back. Maybe it would have helped you break them up.
I will tell you, yeah, right. No way. If anything, it's going to kill me. But just dealing with like the extreme pain and not being able to really do much. Nobody really believed it. Like nobody really, like for a while they're like, oh, he's probably in pain because he's fat. It's under their breath, of course. Like maybe it's because you're.
Oh no, I say it to your face.
No, you do.
Well, yeah, I love you, buddy.
You, my wife, everybody, like the people I really respect. Tell me the terrible things I need to know.
I mean, yeah, that's what we do.
Well, the doctor thinks because I lost 50 pounds that's why the pain has intensified.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at. I have to get surgery and get them removed. So it's going to be interesting to say the least.
I mean, that's definitely a term for it. I don't know if interesting is so great, although I would like to know who your surgeon's going to be, and I'm going to definitely be hanging out to see if I can like hook up with any hot nurses or surgical team members.
I will.
So, hey, I want you to know I'm there for you, and I'm going to support you the whole ride, bro.
So we're going to do a live show during my surgery?
You know it.
Commentary of my surgery.
100%.
The madman.
Here we go. Let's go inside, Mick.
So here's what we're watching right now. Sepsis.
Well, it looks like they're cutting out some kind of infection there. No, like I'll just turn it into a whole bit. It'll just be the 7 hours of that's going on.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? It's bigger than we thought. We'll be here for another 7 hours. In case it's just like, so will I.
Right here. Also, like the whole time interviewing everyone, like, so is it like Scrubs working in the medical field? Like just comparing everything to Scrubs and Grey's Anatomy. That's where I've learned.
You in the waiting room, not even knowing what's going on, just talking to random nurses as they pass by. It's going to be amazing.
It sounds brilliant.
That's the ratings getter, everybody. Speaking of ratings getter, I want to say hi to everybody who's watching. Jason, Tim from Focus on Forward and Funny Science Fiction. Jason, of course, hosts 3 Geeks podcast. Corinne, thank you for watching.
Love you, Tim. Love you, Jason. Love you, Corinne.
I love the fact that Facebook user is here, and he's shaving tonight with his Manscaped. You should all get on top of that. We got to pay the bills. We got to keep the lights on here. So
this is a real struggle, y'all. Like, I need help finding my stuff. So the more Manscaped you buy, the more stuff I can find.
Yeah, we're going to get new stuff for Casey to put on his wall.
That's what I need. Lots of new stuff.
Anybody who listens to the podcast, you don't even care about that. But please buy Manscaped so we can put stuff on his wall because he's got nothing. The podcast guy, Tim, and you made it weirder by talking about Dad's bits. Hey, listen.
Just the hair, no bits.
They want it cut. You think your dad doesn't want to take care of his business? Come on, man. Jason says, please do that. Laugh out loud. Yes, from the surgery, we'll take care of it. John Wass, my wife has had normal kidney stones. That Staghorn sounds like it's horrific. It really is.
John, it sounds awful. And you know what? Coming from a perspective from what sounds like it's completely made up, I'm so sure that the Staghorn is absolutely brutal. Yeah,
I can only equate me being able to do this show every week to the great Michael Jordan when he played with obvious fever and sickness due to food poisoning because he was poisoned by the other team.
Or Larry Bird having to lay down because he physically couldn't move anymore in between breaks. So,
but I'll tell you what. But they like them. I get into the game and I put on a great show. But Casey will attest. As soon as the camera stops rolling, I am done for.
He is a weeping mess of misery. Just like right now, him laughing, like that's going to be another hour of just why does it hurt so bad? Oh, and I'm going to have to hear him.
I have a comfortable chair now, comfortable computer chair, and I will tell you, I am in excruciating pain sitting here right now. But I would not trade this in for the world because I get to hang out with my best friend. And we get to talk about fun stuff, which we're going to do now because I know my kidney stone or kidney boulder, as I coined the phrase, is not the fun stuff.
The Buckhart there, the Buckhart stone or whatever it is.
Staghorn.
Right,
Staghorn Calcoli or something like that, I guess it's called. Yeah.
Well,
So
don't give me a scientific term. That sounds awful.
it's
People are maybe eating dinner. I don't know. Be
Well, that's
respectful.
on them. That is on them. That is not my fault. I will say this: Charles Grodin, who is an actor that I truly love, passed away today. He is in tons of movies.
Beethoven.
Midnight Run alone,
Midnight
is a
Run.
movie that is just truly amazing. But he also here's okay. If I have to equate Casey as my best friend to anybody, I would do this. Watch Dave.
Ooh.
And Charles Grodin plays Kevin Kline's Dave's best friend in it, and he comes and helps him fix the budget for the whole United States. Remember in the movie?
Yep.
If I had to equate our friendship, like we got Chewie, we got Han, we got all that stuff. But like if I had to equate, like the guy would come over, even if I'm in the White House, and he'd just be like, "Yeah, I mean, we can work on the budget. That's fine." Like, or he'd help me
what do we
like a
need?
table or something. Like,
Yep.
So that is like a good friend in my opinion. So like that's why I wanted to just mention that. But like he was in so many Beethoven.
Taking care of business.
Oh my God! I love Taking Care of Business.
So did I, man. That was a great one. It was terrible, but great. And then, he was in So I Married an Axe Murderer. I forgot about that.
Yep.
I loved it.
Oh yeah, he played a great role in it. He was in one terrible movie, Clifford, which I am on record as saying is like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But even he knows it because he retired from acting after doing it.
He knew he was done. He was like, "Well, I made that crap. I'm out."
Yeah, he was like, and that was one like he looked back on it and was just like, I cannot believe I did this. And it was just here's a fun fact about Clifford, and I don't know why I'm doing this to the poor guy who just passed away. It was made in 1991, but didn't come out till 1994 or 1995. So he made a bunch of movies. He made Beethoven in between that time and other stuff. And then it came out, which I think everybody was hoping it wouldn't. And then it finally came out, and he was like, "I'm retired." I was like, he made a movie 4 years before it came out and retired after it came out because he knew it was so bad.
Well, I mean, clearly it was the right decision, and Charles Grodin is still remembered pretty well, and he wasn't a kid toucher. So really, all these things make him pretty great.
He will always be just a great, great, great actor, in my opinion. Super funny. Always played a wonderful straight guy role. He could do anything, really. But the Great Muppet Caper, he was in it. He played Nicky Holiday in it. So if anybody loves the Muppets, you got to love the Great Muppet Caper. He was in The Incredible Shrinking Woman with Lily Tomlin. Mm-hmm. That was another great movie.
Hilarious.
He was in those movies, but he always brought. He was also in Heaven Can Wait, which is another one I really love.
Oh, I love Heaven Can Wait.
And but he always played like, even when he was the star, he was like still like the best friend. Mm-hmm. You know, like he still played like that supporting guy that you just loved. And Jason Taylor says Clifford was amazing. Jason, you are fired, sir. Your station manager, Jason Taylor.
I don't think we can fire him. I don't think there's a contract.
Not yet. Now I'm going to write one up just so I can fire him for saying Clifford was amazing.
Done. Working it right now. We're gonna. Don't worry, HR's on it.
Yeah, Casey is HR. Total Troll. He was in the Christmas Story sequel. Oh, was he? I know he came back to acting, but it was one of those things where it was like, when you knew you were getting him. It wasn't like he came back in and was auditioning for roles. Like people reached out and were like, "Will you be in this?" You know.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, 2006, he did The X.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, which one was The X? Am I remembering that correctly? Oh, the Jason Bateman, Zach Braff movie. I love that movie.
Yeah. Oh,
that's a terrible movie.
You know, he did that. But a lot of things that he did, he was friends with the people, and they asked him to come back. So, like, he was on Louis for a while, but because he was so well respected, like he came on, did the Madoff miniseries because he and Robert De Niro are friends from Midnight Run.
Oh, okay, right.
So, like, he came on for things like that. Like, he was in The Comedian with Robert De Niro as well, which actually is an underrated movie, and I think people should check it out.
Heard it here first, folks.
I liked it. I mean, it wasn't perfect or anything, and it has its flaws, but, like, I did enjoy the movie.
Well, that's just like The X. I enjoyed that movie a lot more than it probably deserved. I mean, It's pretty brutal. It's not really PC. So Jason Bateman playing the disabled guy.
He was, and he wasn't actually. He was just like a guy who,
was faking the whole thing. Is messed up.
Is that because I'm trying to remember it because I'm not a Zach Braff cuck like you.
Well, I'm a big Zach Braff mark after Scrubs, obviously. I mean, and then what? The Last Kiss, Garden State, The X, anything the guy puts his hands on. Ha ha ha! Right?
Did you see that? What was the movie he did?
There's a lot of them.
No, it was the one that it was like they called it the unofficial sequel to. I like The Last Kiss. It's not that one. It's like the unofficial sequel to Garden State.
Right.
I'm trying to think of oh my
a
god,
recent one.
It was fairly recent. It was after Scrubs. Scrubs had ended at that point. I can't remember what it was though. It's going to drive me crazy, and I'm sitting here.
Wish I Was Here.
Wish I Was Here. Yes, that was the one. Yeah, because it's like his daughter. I don't even fully remember it. Like it's like he's examining his life, so he goes on like a thing with his kids, like this whole adventure with his kids. Donald Faison's in it. He plays a car salesman or something. So it was an interesting little thing that he did. I say little. I shouldn't say
little thing with Kate Hudson, James Avery, Jim Parsons.
Listen, if anyone's
Josh Gad, tiny.
Shut up. If anything is calling in favors or whatever, like it's Zach Braff. He knows a lot of people. Well, he also directed an episode of Ted Lasso.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did. He was hilarious. I've been listening to his podcast as well. The one he does with Donald Faison is Fake Doctors Best Friends. It's Fake Doctors Real Friends. Great podcast where they do a breakdown of each episode of Scrubs. So going back and having another reason to rewatch one of my all-time favorite shows. I mean, it's just been great. It's wonderful. It
is a great show. I mean, I take nothing away from that show. It was truly a fantastic show. And I have listened to the podcast, not all of it. I will tell you because I'm very busy with our podcast, but I will tell you, everybody, if you do listen to it, a great complimentary podcast to that is the Scene Snobs podcast. So
it really is. In fact, you could play them side by side and just hear each one getting funnier as they progress. It's wild. You should check it out.
We should have each other
jokes.
We need to make our own show, just the four of us, and it's like friends with wine and cheese.
But it's really just going to be best friends split screen amongst wine and cheese because, like, we're going to have a conversation and they're going to have a conversation, and anytime we try to crosstalk, it's going to get real weird.
No, they talk about an episode of Scrubs, and we ask them questions about the episode of Scrubs, and then we just admit that we've done nothing with our lives, so we just want to know what you've done with Scrubs.
We just want to talk to you about all the cool shit you've done because ours are kind of boring lives.
I will say this though:
what's it like to be rich and famous? That'll be my question the whole time. What's it like to just randomly go, "Hey, let's go on a Caribbean vacation"? What's that like? What's that lifestyle?
Yeah. Have you ever flown in a private jet?
Yeah. That's pretty neat. Big? What's the biggest yacht you've been on?
Oh my, yeah. All right, stop me when we get to the size.
Yeah.
And Zach Braff's stop, and then Donald Faison's keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
See, that was a dick joke, everyone.
Mm-hmm. It's really funny. Because they're filled with semen.
Oh, but I love it. I love your tasteless humor.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing like putting in part of a joke and letting other people finish it.
No, you picked it up and you ran with it. I'll give you that one, Jim Brown. Thank you. And for anybody who doesn't know, Jim Brown was one of the best running backs of all time. That's why I said.
Yep. Played for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, most definitely.
Was that 62 that he was drafted?
It had to be. I think it was 65 when he was out, because he quit to act, and then he did the Dirty Dozen and everything. So I'm trying to think. He was actually portrayed in One Night
1957.
Was 57? Okay.
57, yeah. And he was out by 65. Yeah, and he was in One Night in Miami. Fantastic movie.
Well, he was in it. the great, if anybody doesn't know who he is, Aldous Hodge, great actor, played Jim Brown in that movie.
Okay.
And he was truly fantastic. Well, maybe Jim Brown was in the movie. I didn't see him though. We have ONG is here. And actors, no one punches aliens better than Jim Brown. That's true.
Truth.
That's legit.
Or punches vampires better.
I want to have it. We should one day in either this show or BTB. We need to have an aliens debate. Who is the scariest alien in movies?
It's a good one. I'm going to go with Mars Attacks. There's just too many of them.
That's what I'm thinking. Like that. Yeah. That's because you can pick the look of the scary. All right. I want to save this because I knew we need ONG and everybody in there because that's a good topic. This is a good time to tell everybody, if you're watching, please scroll over with your mouse and hit subscribe, and then make sure you hit the notifications button because we have shows all the time.
Constantly.
Fun shows. So you can check us out.
Anyone that doesn't have me on it's pretty fun. So how do I use this mouse thing? Was this you? Hello, computer.
Hello, computer. Take me to subscribe. And I'm just going to put ONG's thing up there. Subscribe, everybody. Hit subscribe. We're trying to get our numbers up on social media and on YouTube, so we appreciate it.
It's actually completely just to make us feel better about ourselves. So that's all it is. It's not about money. It's not a gimmick thing. It's just we look at the numbers and we go, oh my gosh, one more person thought I was worth a button press. I feel so good about myself.
Oh, no. If you want to help us with the money, go to manscaped.com, buy stuff, use promo code SNOBS, get the discount, and then come back and thank us later.
Or go to our Patreon and just dump some loot in there.
It's $5 a month, and then you get all the perks.
Do it up.
So you can head over to the scenesnobs.com for all that stuff. But enough pimping out. I want to talk about I sent you the trailer for a show that popped up today. We are a fan of the original. This is a reboot. It's the Wonder Years.
Mm-hmm.
You got a chance to watch it, I'm guessing, right?
I did. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, first off, Dooley Hill's in it.
Yeah.
And we love Dooley Hill.
Yeah. Dooley Hill's amazing. I'm super excited to see. I'm always excited to see him, though. He's been one of my favorite actors for a very long time.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's he's so fantastic in it. In life, yeah. I liked his character on Suits, even though that show is a bunch of horse shit. I love them on Psych. You too. We're big Psych heads. Oh, and did you see? I do want to go back to Wonder Years because I want to talk about that trailer. But did you see they are doing a Psych 3?
Yeah, I did.
And they're calling it "This Is Gus." The fact that they're mocking "This Is Us," and Lasseter is on that show.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful.
I mean, Dooley Hill really got me, and She's All That. That was where he won my heart.
They remade that too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, He's All That's coming back in Netflix this summer. It's
great.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. Unless Jodie Lynn O'Keefe is there, I don't think Casey's watching it.
No, it's absolutely not. Are you kidding me? She's in two of my favorites. She's All That and Get Over It, and she's hilarious.
This is why Casey's called Madman. Is because of Jodie Lynn O'Keefe. Nash Bridges really sent them over the edge.
Dude, I had some Nash Bridges flashbacks. It was not good. I think it helped me fully understand the breadth of my nutty PTSD effects.
Oh God, I love it.
Struggling with those every time I see the Golden Gate Bridge, just like Nash Bridges and Jodie Lynn. Damn.
There's two things I love about San Francisco, and that's Nash Bridges and The Rock, and that's it.
The only things. That's it.
Nothing.
If it's not a Michael Bay production, you get it the fuck out of here.
It's not the city. It's not anything else. It's just those two things. The TV show. Well,
Charmed took place there too, so it's time out. Yes, it did.
So
Charmed was in San Francisco, and so did Full House, right?
Yeah.
So there's 4 things I like about it. That's it.
So did Monk. I like Monk.
Yeah, Monk's all right if you like boring shit. I mean, what? I'm just saying, Monk's fine if you're into slow procedurals that plot along and do exactly what you expect them to do, giving some mild form of amusement along the way.
Yeah, if you love a show that makes fun of people with mental disorders, that's the show for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is, because I did a rewatch of that recently, and they really go hard. I'm like, this would not last in 2021.
No, because back then it was something where a bunch of normies got to get together and go, ha ha, we're totally going to mock all those weird OCD Asperger's people. Let's do that. The autistic ones.
And you always feel like watching it this time, you always feel bad for him. I don't remember how I felt back in the day. I might have felt bad for him, but now, as a dad, as just an older man getting it, like, it's sad. Like you're just kind of like, man, he just wants friends.
Yeah.
And like nobody treats him right, or even like the people that are like his friends are like bothered by him, and he's always right.
Well, that chick from Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, she was awful.
She got better. I understood why, because she came in midway.
Yeah.
It was the girl, Sharona.
Sharona, yeah.
Kind of like, she wasn't bad to him. She was actually a pretty good character the second time around. My wife actually pointed out a really cool thing about her. She's like, Sharona is the best type of female character on TV, because like she's confident in who she is. She's open about like wanting to get laid, and not apologetic about it. She's just like, no, he's cute, and I'm gonna go hit on him. And she walks right up to people, and she's like, my name's Sharona. How you doing? Want to buy me a drink? Like, I was like, yeah, you know what? Actually, she is a confident woman. Mm-hmm. She does get tired of Adrian's shit. It's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's also kind of like, can't really help it, It's like, yes, it is.
Yeah, I feel like that is from a very different perspective.
Yeah.
And from years ago when we were, less fucking nice.
That's so true. I feel like we're becoming nicer, but like old people are like hesitant to become nicer because they're like, you're forcing me to be nice. Why can't
of course.
Good old days
don't make me be considerate, where people could just let me tell them to go fuck themselves from my front yard. Well, you can still say that. Just don't mean it.
You can say it, and we'll just call you what you are.
Yeah, people don't want to hear consequences. That's all.
I feel like there's so many more people now. Like our age, I think is like the cusp, because like we were that age where, like, not saying like we were ultra woke in the 80s or 90s or anything, but like we started getting to a point where like information was vast. Yeah,
well, I mean, we were open to other people's perspectives, and there's a degree of kindness and empathy that you and I were kind of taught. So it's just be empathetic, be considerate of others. It's not, you don't necessarily have to agree with it, but you can still be fucking nice and be courteous. You have to be a shithead the whole time and be like, I'm just going to mock you because I feel like it.
Oh, I mean, and don't get me wrong. There's plenty of people our age that storm the Capitol because, they're assholes. And I hope anybody watching who heard me say that or is listening to that stops listening or watching now, because I don't care about you. If you did that,
I care about all humans. It's just unfortunate. It's a side effect of being one of us.
I don't want them
on the same planet.
I do not wish them harm. I don't have to care.
Well, look, you have moved past wishing for people to die in a car fire. So I'd say you've made progress.
Yeah, they're assholes. Like, I kind of stand by some of them. Listen, I stand by, I don't have to care, but I won't hate.
See, there you go. That's a big step. I'm very impressed, Mick. Bravo. We have a breakthrough.
And like the car fire, I'm not hoping somebody starts the car fire. I'm hoping it's just like, oh, it's an accident. And like, you're the only one there.
And then you can have popcorn and watch.
No, I wouldn't enjoy it. I would have to, there's no way I wouldn't save somebody if they were in a car fire. No, I don't care. I don't even care who you say. If I'm there, I have to, that's like the firefighter in me. I have to do it.
So I was trying to figure out, first responder, I'm going to skate right over your little, hey, let me tell you what I do in an emergency situation.
First of all, this was 15 years ago. I am not holding to, this is who I am. I'm just talking about the philosophy of not watching somebody burn to death.
I mean, fair. You and I are a little different there. I guess maybe I would have been more into Salem witch trials. I don't know.
Oh, were you for it? I thought you said you were. Are we doing a bit and I lost?
Look, I'm just saying there were two. I'm just saying there were two Hawthorns. All right, one of them was right. I'll let you decide whether it was the judge or many years later his grandson who felt bad about it. So I was kind of curious as to what else was out during the time of Monk and from USA especially. So Royal Pains, one of my all-time favorite shows about white privilege. Absolutely 100%.
Super white privilege.
Holy cow, like so over the top. It's just bad. But as far as like female characters who were badasses, Divya Kadare was awesome. Mm-hmm. She was a badass.
Yeah, I liked her in that show.
She was great.
I liked everybody on that show.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Actually, Ted Lasso's wife was on that show.
Yes, she was. Yep.
She played like the original love interest.
Yep.
I'm so into Ted Lasso right now. I just did a rewatch for the second season.
It's a great show, man. Oh, is the second season out?
It comes out in July.
Ooh, we're getting closer.
So, and I binged it in a day. I was just like, I can't not watch the show.
Well, and it's quick too. What is it, like 28-minute episodes? They eat them pretty quick.
Yeah, it's like 10, 20 or like 10, 30 or 40-minute episodes.
Lovely little funny M&Ms. You just pop them in your mouth and carry on with your day.
I will say I'm super excited about going back to like shows and going back to Julie Hill and stuff. Talk about the Wonder Years real quick.
Yes.
I am super excited for this one because Don Cheadle plays the narrator in it.
Which has got me all kinds of Twitter pated. Super stoked. When I heard his voice, I was like, no way.
So now not only was Don Cheadle, I mean, just an amazing actor, but icon status, he was one of the Ocean's 11. Mm-hmm. He's Donald Duck's actual voice.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So anybody who didn't watch the DuckTales new series,
which if you watch the show, you know Mike is obsessed with.
I love that show. It's one of the best put together storyline shows where it works throughout. Every crossover is truly amazing. It all fits. They fit everything that we loved about Disney as kids in there. Just everything. I love that show.
But, I know you do. Don't lose the narration. We're on Wonder Years.
Well, no, I'm going back to it, but just so you know, Donald Duck's voice, that's not his actual voice. He has a frog in his throat. Not an actual frog, but like he's got like something wrong with his throat, but when it gets cleared up, it's Don Cheadle as his actual voice. And it's amazing because he pops up every so often. And
that's pretty great.
Like it's just truly great. But so Don Cheadle is Donald Duck's actual voice. Don Cheadle is War Machine.
Yes, well, of
in
course.
The Marvel universe. Don Cheadle is now the narrator of a new Wonder Years show, a show that we love. Daniel Stern, of course, being the original. Fred Savage directed the pilot.
I see he was one of the EPs on it. So,
and so I am super excited for it. And that first trailer just looks like so much fun.
Yeah, the trailer looks really rad. I'm very excited to see it. I think they're gonna do good things with this.
See, I always wondered though, because it's not like we knew the '60s. Actually, that show was kind of a window to the '60s for us.
Yeah, that was kind of that was how I got to know the '60s, was through the Wonder Years, and then that '70s show taught me about the '70s. But then I learned later that was all lie. That was just the clothing and the couches. Everything else was lies. They didn't actually do any of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
People were like, I grew up in the 70s. We didn't do anything like that. Like my lifestyle growing up next to the falls where I just went fishing or I rode my bike or I would get on trails and then go hang out and drink beers like with friends and go. That was what they did. So I literally lived the life of my parents in the 70s. So it's very weird.
So this one looks like it's going to be the 60s as well. And it's told from the story of a black family's perspective. Mm-hmm. So, I like the idea that we're getting a new perspective, racially speaking, for in the Wonder Years. It'd be cool if there was like a little crossover or something. I know you can't do it, but it would be cool. But I always thought if they went back to the Wonder Years, they should do the 80s.
Why?
I don't know. Well, because I grew up in the 80s, and I guess I have Stranger Things.
We've got the Goldbergs.
I can't watch that show anymore.
Why?
because those kids are unbearable. They do not change. Every episode, you're like, how did you not really learn your lesson from the last episode when you learned your lesson?
Did you enjoy Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah, but okay, here's the thing about Malcolm in the Middle. They never changed, but the reason they never changed is because they were flat out telling you, we are unbearable. We're terrible kids.
So what's wrong? But the Goldbergs are just using that same vehicle. It's that same idea. Are they just not doing it as well as you would like them to do?
No, because Malcolm in the Middle wasn't like, we learned our lesson and we changed. At the end, Malcolm in the Middle was like, shit, yeah, you're right. Like they learned a lesson, but at the same time, they're like, we're not going to change, though. We're going to be who we are.
Yeah.
Goldberg's actively, at the end of every episode, he's giving a passionate narration about how learned our lesson and how family is important and this, that, and the other thing. And then the very next episode, they're complete and utter shit to their mom again or their dad or whoever. And it's like,
well, I think part of that is that repeating sitcom ideal, like the Family Ties, where you never really progress. You're kind of always doing the same shit, and that's the formula.
I'm okay with that if it's like that. But in Family Ties, they never really okay, you knew not to be an alcoholic because Uncle Tom Hanks came in and was an alcoholic. So
right.
You knew Alex wasn't going to go get hammered. He dealt with that. But he still was going to be Alex.
It was Justine Bateman you had to watch out for there. And she was on the prowl.
Her, man. Oh, Mallory was my crush, man.
Of course she was. She was super hot. ONG definitely brings up a good point that Don Cheadle is also Captain Planet in live action.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's big stuff.
He was fantastic in that, too.
And Fred Savage as the Mole and Gold member. Mole.
Fred Savage had a great show, not 6-7 years ago, called The Grinder with Rob Lowe.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so good, and they canceled after one season. I remember saying, you scoundrels, Fox, you suck, because you canceled one of the best shows you have on TV. And I never met anybody who watched it who wasn't this is a great show. So
one of my favorites is actually the Fred Savage role that he best, I think, ever had was in The Rules of Attraction. One of my favorite movies, a James Van Der Beek movie as well. He's in that. Just him nakedly playing the clarinet while shooting up heroin between his toes was pretty powerful.
That was pretty powerful. He was definitely he was trying to change from his Kevin Arnold days.
Yeah, he took the correct route to doing that.
Yeah.
When one of your lines is to scream, "I can feel my dick." I mean, I think you pretty much took a hard right turn.
Oh, Jesus. I will tell you this, rules. Oh, no, real quick. What rules of attraction? You know who James Van Der Beek was playing in it? Patrick Bateman's brother.
Really?
Patrick Bateman. They're both those books are written by Bret Easton Ellis. Actually, the phone call he makes, and he's talking to Patrick, his brother. He's talking to Patrick Bateman.
Oh, I never realized that. That would totally make sense, though. Yeah.
In the book, he is too. In the book, he has it's a longer phone call, and they have a real conversation.
And he's pretty much a sociopathic prick, so it fits. Yeah.
So yeah, he's a Bateman in that. And,
wasn't Shannon Sossman special in that movie? Whew.
I loved her more in 40 Days, 40 Nights.
Valid. Although I still say Knight's Tale is top.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She needs more work. She's a great actress.
Oh, she's fantastic. I've always been a big fan of hers. Who's another one who was always great was Emmanuelle Chriqui. She was in 100 Girls, and all right, I'm just gonna have to pull her up and throw her to you here.
See how prepared we get, everybody?
Well, this is how we roll. So anyway, she was in a movie called 100 Girls. That was one of my favorite.
Emmanuelle, now I'm going to mess it up.
Aha.
Chriqui. She was, she married E on Entourage.
Thank you. She was also in The Night Before Christmas. You don't have to watch that. It's okay. But she also was in The Grinder, and that's where we bring it back.
Was she in The Grinder?
Yep.
Who's she playing The Grinder?
I don't know how you can miss her, man. She is just so stunning to me. She has always been one of those women who's just like, wow, she is just shockingly gorgeous. Like, he's fantastic.
I'm trying to find her on the Grinder. I don't remember her on the Grinder at all.
Yeah, Addison Cross.
Oh, that's right. She went up against Rob. I think she was like a real lawyer or something. She went up against. I have to rewatch that show. It's been a long time.
Clearly.
Dude.
Oh, and she was in the Borgias, and I haven't watched that yet, so that's now on the list. Yo, she was Chitara in Thundercats. Strong.
Oh, what, in a remake?
Yeah. Which is not great.
Listen, everybody, we're telling you what to watch right now.
That's exactly what's happening. This is what we're doing. 100 Girls. If you have not seen 100 Girls, watch it. It's terrible and hilarious, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
Oh, that's right. She plays Lana Lang in the new Superman and Lois show.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, all right. Have you watched that?
No.
I've watched the first, 3 or 4 episodes. It's not bad.
See, that's why everything I read was everyone's like, yeah, I mean, it's all right. You could also just go back and watch Lois and Clark.
I mean, we could be like Jason Taylor from 3 Geeks and just like everything.
I mean, he doesn't like everything. I'm pretty sure there's stuff he doesn't like. Oh, there he is.
Lois is good. What did I tell you? Just like everything.
I love it. I mean, hey, if you like it, you like it. There's nothing wrong with that. Just jerks like us who will put you down for it. How about that?
100%. Everybody. It's a fun take on Superman. Oh, yeah. Superman's a dad. Fun take.
I don't want a fun take any more Superman. I'm done taking Superman for a while.
Who's a better dad, Superman and Lois, or Bruce Wayne in anything?
Well, I mean, Bruce Wayne's kid's still alive, isn't he?
Some of them.
A couple of them made it.
They got the Bat family. I think he's Red Hood now.
Whoa, how did Independence Day 2 offend you, Jason Taylor of the 3 Geeks?
Bruce is the better dad because he beats up his kids and throws them in a cave and makes them learn how to be a little bird.
I mean, doesn't that make you a good parent? Wait, you're not supposed to throw them around and beat them up? I thought that was part of training.
Dude, oh my God. You want to hear something crazy?
You keep them in cages, right? And you only feed them once a day, and usually raw meat, tiger meat.
Keep going. I need to put up the sarcasm banner.
Is there a sarcasm banner?
This is for Casey's own good.
Just in case someone's like, wait a minute, has he chained up and beaten his daughter? I have not. I have not, in fact, done that. Because she's ready for training, because she hasn't realized how to focus yet. She's still got to stare on those 15 dots on the wall until she can tell me what the picture is.
I love it. Oh my God, I think your audio's off, and I love it even more.
Oh, is it really?
No, you're good now.
Oh, okay.
I have sight and hearing. That's why I defend you. Oh, well. Has 3 adopted sons and one. So Bruce Wayne has 3 adopted sons and 1 biological. Proof he is a good parent.
Whoa. First of all, just sheer numbers don't make you a good parent.
Yeah. No, that's not a good parent you are not because you've had kids. That's not how it's working.
Or just because you adopted one and you're like, look, I'm going to give you a better shot. Because your better shot might still be some sort of indentured servitude.
And let's be straight. He didn't adopt 3 Robins. 1 he adopted was his ward, which he took when their parents died. And if you look at any certain one number of the story, like, yeah, okay, Bruce Wayne adopted him, that's cool. Then immediately threw him into vigilantism. And if you read the Frank Miller version of that,
only because he wanted revenge. That's awesome. That's like a really cool parent thing to do.
I mean, of course.
Like, you want to get him back? All right, let's do this. Let me show you how to use all these sweet gadgets and weapons and, like, how to drive underage. And, like, here's how you drink while you're assaulting someone. And here's this special noxious fume gas that'll probably wipe out half the city. I don't know. Good luck, kid.
Go fight that giant clay being.
Is there? You said there was a crocodile man? Well, you should definitely go kick it in the face. That's the only thing to do.
Yeah, so I mean, you could maybe
terrible parent.
You can give him some credit for adopting Dick Grayson when he was 27 as Chris O'Donnell. I mean, that's fine, right? Like, at that point, you just say, "Hey, you want to move in? Your parents died."
You want to be bros? No. Instead, I'm going to be better than you, and I'm going to train you how to be better because I have money, so I'm a better person. Like, that's Bruce Wayne's whole thing. My money makes me better.
So I look at it. Whoa, my God! All right, here's my argument. So here we go. So Gerard says, "Well, he made them more emotionally stable than himself." Okay, first of all, no. Secondly, think about it. You, as a parent, you have to grow up and hope your kids become successful. That's where it's at. Now, I know you, Gerard, as a parent. That's what's going to happen because you're a good parent. You're a good father. Casey, the same. Hopefully, me, the same. What I'm saying,
I thought that was going to go the other way, and you're going to be like, Casey's probably screwed. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Listen, the Madman's all fucked. The Madman's fucked. So, no, but like, so they're going to grow up and they're going to be good. I'm not arguing with you right now, Gerard. I'm going to tell you how it is. And then you'll be on the show tomorrow and we'll argue. So, here's how it is. Dick Grayson grew up resenting him and hating him because he was always criticized and picked on. Jason Todd died and then came back as a maniac killer who Batman had to stop, ultimately still being a vigilante that Batman had to keep saying, stop killing people.
Well, yeah, but doesn't that mean you kind of surpass his parents? And isn't that what you want for your children, to surpass you? So didn't Jason Todd do a great job?
And Tim Drake was not adopted by him. Tim Drake just came in and said, you need a Robin to balance you out. And Tim Drake left as soon as he could and just became Red Robin and started doing things on his own. Before he was even like 20, he was like, all right, you got Damian now. And let's talk about Damian, shall we? He wasn't even in his life for most of it. He left him with Ra's al Ghul to be trained by the League of Shadows and then came back and had to deprogram him from being a vicious killer who could wipe the floor with Batman at times and then started beating him into submission to be Robin. Oh, my God.
But, I mean, it kind of worked because obviously, well, I mean, if nothing else, Frank Miller just proved that beating your kids makes him more Batman-like.
All Frank Miller proves is that life in his comic books is horrifying. Great reads, but horrifying. Yeah, no, I can't do it.
Hi, Fred. Fred's late.
Fred, we're not whining. Well, we're whining about the Robins.
Are we? Yeah, I think we should move on because we have one little pressing thing that we do want to discuss, and we only have about 15 minutes before.
What you got, buddy?
Well, I wanted to talk about our big event coming up at the end of the month. I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, shit, I'm pretty sure we talked about doing that at the beginning of the show. That's how this show rolls.
We did, and now we're 47 minutes or however long into this thing, and I don't even know where we are anymore.
We're still good. I mean, we still got show. People are listening.
I hope so.
I mean, listen, so we are very happy to be the representatives, the online representatives for the Carolina Fear Fest this year.
Awesome. Super excited.
It's in Raleigh, Carolina, so North Carolina. So if you can get down there, please go. Please get your tickets. They're going to have awesome vendors. They're still safe. I think they're almost sold out.
Yep,
but we are going to be broadcasting the entire weekend.
We will be your eyes and mouths.
Yeah. I'm going to host a few panels. Casey's going to be doing a ton of stuff with the vendors.
Which really means I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of fuck off. He's going to be doing all the real work, and I'm just going to be running around with a camera like, look at all this cool shit. I'll just come back. Mick will be like, oh, man, I've been doing all this work and all these shows and all these panels, and I'm going to be like, look at all the cool stuff I got.
Listen, when I have a giant stone in my kidney. I can't run around and do that stuff. So you're doing the important work. You're doing the God's work. So
that's me.
You should be happy and shut up. No,
I am very happy. Are you kidding me? With this list of guests that we're going to be able to hang out with, I mean, first of all, let's just talk about we're vaxxed, we're waxed, and we're maxed, baby. I could not be more excited. Actually, I guess we're vaxxed, we're scaped, and we're ready to fear fest.
Yes, we
love
are.
it. Love it. You can print that.
I do love that. To talk about some of the guests, though, we have Ross Marquand, who is on The Walking Dead. He was in Infinity War Endgame. Naomi Grossman from American Horror Story. Nick Stahl from Terminator 3, Sin City. Carnival.
Dangerous Minds. Or Disturbing Behavior. Sorry,
Disturbing Behavior. Yeah.
Disturbing Behavior. You cannot forget Disturbing Behavior. What are you doing?
Felissa Rose is going to be there, and she's going to be doing an in-costume photo op. what is the costume? I'm kind of frightened by it.
I'm pretty sure she's doing the sleepaway camp deal. I would think. Look, I don't know, because this is, once again, I'm just excited to be going outdoors and being safe outdoors. So I still haven't gotten past that part.
That's pretty scary. But I mean, she is lovely, and I can't wait to talk to her. Vernon
she
Wells,
also her podcast, I believe, also won a snobby.
they did. They absolutely did. Which I'm sorry, everybody. I've been dealing with the sickness, but I did get the certificates done. I just got to get them printed up. I designed them, and they're ready to go. Once they're printed up, I will mail everybody all the winners their stuff. Vernon Wells. He's
so excited for Vernon Wells.
Yep. He was in Weird Science. He was in The Road Warrior. He's just all around awesome.
Bennett and Commando, man. Best role.
C.J. Graham, who played Jason Voorhees in Part 6, my favorite one. Damian Maffei, who was in Strangers Pray at Night. He played the Sackhead. He was in Wrong Turn. He was in Haunt, some good ones.
Time's Up.
Time's Up, yep. Bei Ling is going to be in it.
Dude, I am so excited to see her, but I have no idea how old she is. Like, she's one of those women who, when you see, like, she's in The Crow, Crank 2, The Wild Wild West, like, damn, those were, like, I was a kid watching those.
You've seen him on the show before. Paul Taylor, who played Pinhead, is going to be there. Brian Krause, which Casey, I know, is super excited to be there.
How could I not be? It's fucking Leo from Charmed, bro. Like, that was a major part of my life, and what am I supposed to say? Hey, that was not a big deal. Or like Sleepwalkers, loved you in that, Brian. You definitely taught me how to not approach a woman ever. Just assaulting them and trying to steal their life force. They're not fans of that.
Oh yeah, and there's plenty of other guests going to be there. So I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be there, like I said. We're going to be broadcasting both days, 10 hours a day. We're going to be, on social media, doing things, talking to people, even when we're not broadcasting. So we're going to be doing interviews. We're going to have tons of stuff coming up. So if you can make it out there, come and see us. Come over to the table, hang out with us. If you can't make it out there, check us out. Go follow Carolina Fear Fest on social media. Check out all their stuff. We'll be broadcasting on the Scene Snobs Network Facebook page and our YouTube. So we are super excited. So
really excited for the panels, for the interviews, for just the opportunity. So it's going to be a blast. You also forgot Nicholas Brendan will be there. Xander from Buffy.
Robert Mello is going to be there. It's going to be a bunch of
Mello
people there. We are super excited for it. So yeah, I mean, we got that going on. So at least we got that going on.
Yeah, which is nice. So the Dalai Lama said on my deathbed I will gain total clarity.
I love that movie so goddamn much.
It's a great movie, man.
Oh.
It's a fantastic movie. Didn't we have some kind of other topic we were going to bring up at some point?
Yeah, but we kind of covered everything we needed to cover. You did have I don't want to use it now because you had a really good one.
I did?
You did. You had a good one, but I want to save it.
Oh.
I want to save it for when it's not 9 minutes left.
Fair. All right. Yeah. All right. Fine. Well, with our last 9 minutes, I am curious. How are we pretty stoked about Friday's show?
Oh yeah. All right. So Casey may or may not show up. We don't know.
Just roll the dice, baby. Just call me Richard Pryor. Never have any idea.
That was so funny. We'll explain it on the show. But our morning show, our Friday morning show, starting at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., starts this Friday. You can check us out, of course, wherever you watch the Scene Snobs on our social media, or head over to our YouTube. Like I said, hit subscribe. And then we kind of go from there where we're going to be. We're going to talk about all different types of topics. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We'll have your basic news kind of rundown of the weekly topics. We'll try to do a traffic report if we can. Just guessing completely random areas. Perhaps a weather report on completely random areas. So we will definitely inform you about something. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. You will get us again. I mean, tomorrow night on BTV, of course, with the Scene Snobs, we are on at 8 p.m. We're going to be talking about Gerard picked it. We're going to be talking about martial arts stars of the 80s and 90s and how how they impacted that time frame of martial arts movies. It was a very cool little topic I'm very interested in talking about. And then, of course, the Guapo show is a big one this week. That's Thursday at 8 p.m. You can go check that out. That's going to be Carlos Palomino is on it. Huge welterweight champ from the 70s, but then he became a big actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. So we had the chance to interview him. So that will be on Thursday at 8. And then, of course, we'll be 7 a.m. bright and early Friday morning. So join us so that way you have something to listen to on your way to work.
Exactly. As you're prepping yourself and getting ready, we're going to have that. I've got to figure out if we can we just link YouTube videos so they can just click on it in the comments section while we're singing along, but not broadcasting it on the show? That's like a really crazy, weird workaround, and I feel like could potentially work or get us in a lot of trouble with some royalties rights issues.
We'll figure it out. Maybe not.
I'm just saying, nothing like waking up with Whitney Houston in the morning. You know.
All right, that's very true.
See,
right, I can't really argue that one.
I want to dance with somebody at 7:30. If you're not, cruising around and bebopping off the walls, then you're probably, I don't know, hungover.
Yeah, I will have to look into the rights of that scene. Well, okay, so I'll tell you what, everybody. If you want to listen to that on Friday mornings when you wake up, go buy some Manscaped. Go get it, and then I can afford it.
Exactly. Circle back around. If y'all want to listen to music with us while we break it down and have a great way to start your Friday every Friday.
And the only way to do that is to head over to manscaped.com. Make sure you go and use promo code SNOBS.
That's Snow BS. Repeat, Snow BS.
That's SNOBS for 20% off and free shipping over at manscaped.com. Go pick up your razor. Go pick up the lawnmower. Go pick up the weed whacker. Go pick up their little carrying case, which I have. It is the best nail clipper I've ever owned in my life. So you will have a lot of fun with it. Also,
I have never seen you adore nail clippers more before. It's really odd. Like you're really into these nail clippers.
It's perfect. It's just a perfect thing. I also want to take the time real quick, as we should always, because they are truly amazing. And that's our show, everybody. Thanks. I still have it. Never mind. I'll just use it. I forgot that was. I was going to put up the picture of our Patreon.
Oh, I thought you were going to thank our parents.
No, our patrons, of course, Master Shake, Tim, Jason, John, Fading Arcader, and Chris. You guys are amazing. They joined the Scene Snobs $5 a month club, and they support us, and we love them.
Yeah, I just want you all 5 to know that I definitely have printouts of your name. So every day when I wake up, I walk past them, and I just kind of do like a little high five. So thank you all.
100%. You'll hear that on the outro as well. But yeah, I just want to say
thwap.
Make sure you guys are subscribing, follow, help us out. It just helps us with everything. And spread the word. Let everybody know. If you like the show, tell your friends. I'm sure they'll like it too. And always comment along or reach out to us. We always want to hear what you guys have to say. And if you have any topic ideas, please throw them out to us.
Yeah, or anything that's mildly funny or will just sound better than him.
All right. And with that, I'm just going to say thanks, Gates, for being here. I will see you Friday morning. Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm going to see you all the time. I'm just going to see you most of the week. At this point, it's starting to get, I'm going to see you more than I'm not.
That is very true. But I enjoy it, so I'm not upset by that at all.
As do I. And I'm also very excited for the fact that July 1st is coming up.
What's July 1st? What's July 1st?
Virginia? What do you mean what's July 1st? In the state of Virginia, you know what? You don't answer that. Nope, you don't answer that. To all of our loving and wonderful, adorable, awesome people who are listening, we love all of our fans. July 1st in the state of Virginia is going to be a really fantastic day. I believe we are on the next day on Friday the 2nd. Is that us?
That is very true.
Yep. So Friday the 2nd we'll be on, and you will understand more what we were talking about. Chris just brought up my awesome Spider-Man. Love and appreciate you, dude. You're awesome. So I guess Mike wants to run away now.
Mike doesn't want to run away. Mike is in excruciating pain, so you shut your face.
Love and appreciate y'all. Be good to each other.
And we'll talk to you later. And that's our show, everybody. Thanks for listening or watching, wherever you're checking it out. This show is brought to you by our sponsor, Manscaped. Go check them out. They are saving our balls, and they can save yours too, or somebody you care about. It's a pretty awesome device, so go check out what they got, the Lawnmower 3.0, the Weed Whacker, and more. It's a great gift for Father's Day, birthdays, weddings, anything. So yeah, head over there and use promo code SNOBS, SNOBS, and you'll get 20% off and free shipping. Also, we'd like to thank our super fan patrons. They are all Scene Snob family to us. They support us every month, and you can be one too. So head over to the Patreon channel, the Scene Snobs, and it's $5 a month, and you can join in with helping support us and get the free perks too. Also, you can follow us on social media. We are on everything at the Scene Snobs, so Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We are on Facebook, the Scene Snobs. Everywhere. We have fun stuff always going on, always have contests and stuff, so go follow us, check us out. You can go to our link tree by going to thescenesnobs.com. There's our link tree, there's our Patreon, there is all of our shows and the links for all of that, so thanks again for checking it out. Just head over to thescenesnobs.com where everything is, and we will talk to you soon.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.